guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are all safe and well. So, new background, new camera, new microphone, we might as well get a new watch into review. So what watch are we reviewing today? Well, it is the Pagani design. Of course it's going to be a new Pagani design for a new background. It is the Pagani design PD, whatever the number is. I'm putting the description in below because I'm not going to go into numbers. But it is the Rolex DateJust Homage watch. I'm wearing it on my wrist now, and I've got to say it's a fantastic looking little watch. But do you agree? Well, let's have a look. So we are back with my favourite Pagani design, and this has now become a real favourite of mine, especially when you see it on wrist. That's until I get my hands on the new Seamaster style. I've got a feeling. Spoiler alert, that one's on the way. Well, this one is the Pagani design PD1645, better known to you and I as the homage to the Rolex's DateJust model. As always, links on this watch on AliExpress are included in the below, and I've also got a previous links to the Pagani design watches I reviewed too, as I think they offer incredible value for money. Just a reminder that affiliate links do not cost you any more, but it helps the channel out a lot. So let's take a look at this watch anyway. So I won't go into too much detail on the boxing and the packaging, but as always they are nice and compact, and the box isn't what you're here to see. The watch comes with a number of different colourways. You've got white, you've got black, you've got blue dials, along with a couple of two-tone variants. I always prefer none of the gold ones at these prices. Simply put, I'm never a fan of overly gold or blingy watches. Diameters of the watch, we've got a 42mm diameter, but looks smaller due to the flute fixed bezel, 20mm lug width on a rather attractive presidential bracelet, leading to the Pagani's attempt at a milled clasp, 100 meters of water resistance, making it the perfect all-rounder, sapphire crystal at the 3 o'clock with a cyclops, non-numbered markings making it clear and legible across the dial, with a day complication at the 3 o'clock position. Obviously the movement is a Seiko NH35 movement. On wrist, this bad boy looks and feels presidential. The watch is nice and legible, but not too big on making every detail fit in nicely, so nothing looks out of place. In fact, the dial and lug width are perfectly proportioned, and the detailed finishing really helps this watch stand apart from the others at this price point. The great thing about Pagani design in general is that they do a good job at convincing you they are more expensive than they are actually worth. However, a word of caution with Pagani designs and all of the watches that you get from the Chinese manufacturers, your money is spread very, very thin. So you're looking at certain aspects of the watch which they have phoned in. However, there's less on this watch due to the fact that it is more of a show watch than a diver's. So now that you've seen the watch on wrist, here are my top 5 vintage Warlock likes and bottom 5 moans. So like number 1, fantastic homage watch. If you know, this will put some of you off, but if you're not fussy on a homage watch, this one is really for you. Moan number 1 though, it is a homage watches that isn't for everyone. It's not a diver's watch, and I know that most of you on the channel love a good diver's watch. Like number 2, insane value for money, a staple of Pagani design. Moan number 2, the QC can always be suspect with these Chinese watches. There's less on this watch than on the others, but it is something to watch out for. Like number 3, a Seiko NH35 movement. Need I say more? Moan number 3, your money has to go a long way and it doesn't stretch as much as you would hope for it to do. Like 4, the sapphire crystal and clear case back is just a beautiful addition to the watch. And finally, like 5, fast shipping if you live in the Eurozone, the US, and obviously in China as well. You'll notice that I've left Moans 4 and 5 off this list. Nothing missed out intentionally on here. I think this is a fantastic watch for anyone who doesn't have 10 grand to drop on the Rolex DateJust. So there you go, Pagani design. What's not to love? I just love Pagani design watches. Yes, they have 0 marks for originality, but when it comes to the specs that they put in the watch, at that price point you are not going to get anything better. This watch is nice. It's got the sapphire crystal, the nice Seiko movement in the back, it's got a Jubilee bracelet, sits beautifully on wrist, as you've seen before on there as well. So we really love this watch. However, what I will say is that same with all AliExpress watches, you just need to make sure that A, you're able to wait a little bit for the watch to come in, and B, just be aware that there could be QC errors as well. There always are. However, one thing that I am going to say is that we're going to have some more of these watches on the channel. The AliExpress 11/11 sale is coming up. I'm going to compile a top 5 list for that. We also have a few more watches coming up on the channel. We've got a Timex, we've got a Casio, we've also got a Courgette. Let me know in the comments below. I'm not really sure how that one is pronounced, but we have plenty more watches coming up on the channel. In the meantime, you want to see some more of my stuff, links will be in the description below. There'll also be links in this video as well, either side of me. I'm not sure where that one is, but otherwise stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next video.